Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and this is the Doc Force. I hope you're all having a good evening tonight. I'm just going to get this out in the open. Just in the past 10 minutes, I've had this over me, and I had a sinus thing because we storms fronts coming through monsoon season and everything, and so I've been feeling pressure. And I go get me some of this, and I think it was mispackaged. I think I got nighttime, even though it says day on here. Well, you can't see it because it's all covered in green, but it's daytime in the green spot. So if you see me squinting tonight, that's what it is, because I got all these lights too. So sinus pressure, pills, not doing what they're supposed to, other than make me feel weird. I'm sure somebody will say they're getting you with microwaves. They might, could be. Topic tonight is very sensitive, but we're gonna discuss it to the best of our abilities. Booey. Let's see who we got. We got Paul Marsh. Hello, Busher. How are you tonight? Renee Moss. Hello. Dave Dennis from Australia. Hello. Daniela, is it Daniela? Did I say that right? I hope I didn't. If I didn't, I apologize. Let's see. Oh, Dave's saying hi to everybody. Mr. B's here from Australia. Welcome. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Bravo. Wonderful community. I love it. Holy crap, dude. I'll tell you. Something's not right with this. Something is not right with this. And let me check the date on this. Wouldn't that suck if it was like expired? That's why I went and got some, because the stuff I had expired. And are you kidding me? There's no doohickey. Maybe it says on that. Now I'm curious. Expires 10/22 October. Dude, that's like, anyway. And breathe. All right. So I've got some big news I'm going to bring up. I'm going to talk about some cool stuff first, real quick. And I don't know if you pay attention to the intro. I got a bunch of people that I've interviewed over the years. And I was very, let me see if I can find it here. Doop. Did I get rid of it? Oh, I sure did. Did I put it over here? No, I didn't. Damn, darn it. All right, let me pull this up real quick, because I had this up. And then I must have, can't spell for diddly squat, Doc. Is it? Am I not spelling it right? Let's see here. Pardon me, folks. All right, here we go. Okay, so yeah, I've got a huge celebrity that is going to be on the show next Tuesday night. Yes. And I teased you with one of his movies that he's been in. But what I want to do is I'm going to go down just a couple things here. Let's see. It's TV. Where's the film? Where's the film? Here we go. Movie credits. Let's see. Cholo Zombies, Turnover, which is how I met him. We worked on that together. I'm just grabbing random. There's a whole list here. I'm trying to see the ones that it's Double Take. Which ones? There's so many. I got his demo reel, but I'm afraid to play it. He was in The Fisher King, Speed with Keanu Reeves. And for those that still haven't figured it out, let me pull this up so I can get a nice big picture of him. Shabam, because he's my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, next Tuesday night, I've got Carlos Carrasco. He's going to be joining us. We're going to be talking about this event, a fundraiser that he's doing. And he's just an amazing guy. In the Latino community, he's like a Tom Cruise. Everybody loves him. He's been in a lot of films. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Go down here. Okay, photos. Here's just photos, kind of give you an idea. Whoops, no, I want to close that. Well, that's one of his things that he did. Darn it, come on now. I want to go to photos. There we go, all of them. So yeah, he's been in so many movies you've probably seen. He was let me pull it. There he is in Speed, and he gets some great lines in there. The next one, that's Turnover, where he's the chef. I guess you could say disgruntled chef. Crocodile Dundee 2, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Figure out which one is his. It's him. I'm guessing that's him in the background. Let's see. There he is right there with his boys. You can recognize that gentleman right there. Oh yeah. Yeah. This movie made him like legend. So where else? It's a great picture. Oh, that's with Stephen Hawking. On Star Trek. It's pretty cool. So yeah, he's been in so many movies. It's insane. And we're going to talk about some of those movies. We're going to go down some of the movies in his demo reel and talk about them a little bit. And we're also going to talk about the event that he's putting together or has put together and is coming up or something. Anyway, we're going to talk about all that on Tuesday. So I'm pretty stoked about it. And I've had him on, as you see in the opening credits. He's near the end in the black suit talking with me, and that was at one of the red carpet premieres. So he's going to come. We're going to talk about stuff, and I'm going to get his idea or his thoughts on the strange stuff, UFOs, aliens, all that stuff. I want to hear what he thinks about all that. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be very cool. So tell all your friends. I'm going to make some promo videos that you guys can share. I just need to ask him real quick if it's okay if I use segments of his demo reel thrown there, because it kind of makes my job a little easier. Actually, check this. Oh my goodness. Check this out. So this is his IMDb, right? This is photo gallery. I didn't go far enough. Check this out. Look at that. There he is. There's me. This other gentleman was in Turnover with us. He was a chef at the very, very beginning. Hilarious as hell. But oh my gosh, I'm on his IMDb. That is, see, I love the guy. I could show you some photos that I'll put together of us on sets and stuff working together. And he's just a really great guy. He's always giving back to the community. So he told me about his event, and I was like, let's do it. All right, so we're gonna close that down and get back to you guys real quick. I just wanted to get that out of the way and let you all know it's gonna be very, very cool. Let's see. Renee's here. Hello, Renee. Natural medicine is always the way to go for me. Yeah, I know, but when you're getting ready to go on a show, and you need to make sure it hits fast. Now the pressure's starting to leave. The anxiety or whatever the hell it was that happened to me during the beginning of the show is kind of whisked away. So that's good. Jules says hello, Jules. How are you? And of course, Alien Bump is here. Welcome. Okay. So let's see. There was no questions. Is just everybody saying hello? That's cool. All right. So we're going to get right down to it then. Okay. We've got the thing about Carlos out of the way. If you've noticed down below in my, what the hell is this thing? The banner that's going across. I've added some stuff for tonight. For those that may know somebody, if not yourself, that might be in a situation that you want to get out of. The information there is right there. Phone numbers, I think you can email and all that, and they have them in different languages. So, if you want to share that with somebody you think might be in trouble, there you go. Also, if you're ever out and about and you see, let's say, a young girl walking by with a man, and she's looking kind of normal, but as you walk by, she opens her hand and there's a dot in her hand, and she's doing this. Okay, that's like a symbol to say, hey, I need help. So keep that in mind. Here it is. The United States National Trafficking Hotline. There's a phone number. There's the text, and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, multiple languages. So that'll be down there for a bit. Actually, they'll be there all night. So if anybody needs to get that, let's see. Alien, why is it? Why Alien Bumps is like the last one I can see. but it won't let me click on it. What are you saying? Things that grow in the ground are natural, aren't they? Yes. See, that's you guys' conversation. I didn't mean to put that up there. I thought it was for me. Okay, so here's the nitty gritty. Let me go back to screen share to what really got this going tonight. I mean, you could do this any night of the year, but this came up today. Bam! R. Kelly sentenced 30 years for scheme and lure children into sex. I shall read. We're not going to play videos tonight. 31 years ago, R. Kelly, a budding R&B artist from Chicago in his mid-20s, was signed to his first major record label. Around the same time, he began having sex with a 15-year-old girl, according to her subsequent lawsuit. The accusations mounted over the decades. They grew increasingly heinous. They spilled into public view. Still, the singer, who became a superstar, leaned on his fame to mask the predator under the persona. He's a good writer, and to shield himself from consequences. On Wednesday, Mr. Kelly, 55, could no longer escape the fallout. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison for racketeering and sex trafficking. As the judge read out his term, he did not react, and outside, his victims expressed deep relief of decision. The sentencing that followed a September conviction culminated Mr. Kelly's staggering downfall from a chart-topping hitmaker known as King of R&B to that better not be pariah. Damn it. Don't associate my ship's name with that. That pisses me off. Whose musical legacy has become inextricable from his abuses. Man, I got to get a dictionary today. By the musicians and enabled by those in his orbit, his camp, basically. U.S. District Judge Ann M. Donnelly, who presided over the federal trial in Brooklyn, said in court that few crimes more serious than Mr. Kelly's exist, and that he had manipulated girls and women. You taught them that love is enslavement and violence, the judge said, recalling the scenarios he created to wreak primal humiliation on them. The case is not about sex, it's about the violence and cruelty and control, Judge Donnelly said. You had a system in place and lured young people into your orbit, and then you took over their lives. Mr. Kelly's lawyer, Jennifer Bongine, said outside the courthouse that she would appeal the sentence. Of course, you're going to appeal this because you're all I lost. She had sought 10 years. Mr. Kelly was prepared for prison, she said, but he regrets and is sad. Mr. Kelly was among the most successful American musicians of the 1900s and 2000s as chart-topping hits like I Believe I Can Fly and Ignition Remix catapulted him to some of the world's largest stage. But as the entrepreneur, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, crafted an image of a sex symbol, he exploited access to young fans and aspiring musicians to fulfill his desires, the government said. The government. For an hour in court Wednesday, 7 women and one of their fathers delivered wrenching accounts describing this devastation and the sense of self-worth and how the trauma continues to touch every facet of their lives. One woman known in court only by pseudonym Jane Doe number 2 said she had sex with the entertainer in 1999 when she was 17 and said that she still often finds herself sobbing uncontrollably at random times of the day. She goes, I was a teenager and you were a pedophile, ready to ruin another young lady's life, the woman said. You made me do things that broke me and I literally wished that I died because of how you made me feel. She had first encountered Mr. Kelly with hopes of being a friend land an audition. She said the singer coerced her into sex. The courtroom grew tense at one point as Mr. Kelly and his lawyer whispered at the table. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt this conversation, she interrupted, pausing until the room returned to silence. Ooh, that the judge saying that? Damn, put them in their place. All right, well, I'm not going to read it all. It's NewYorkTimes.com. Look, it's there, but not good. Not good. Now here's the deal. Here's what I have to deal with right now. Okay, he's getting 30 years, right? It's getting 30 years, but yet this filth gets 20, and there's and without giving names. If I was a judge, no. Yes. And see, that's not the judge's job, though, to get somebody to say something, or is it? Can they do that? But if I was a judge, I don't know. Probably I don't know if it's against the law, but I'd be like, girl, I'm going to give you 100 years of life, no parole, if you don't give up any of the names. If you give up the names, numbers, everything, 10 years. I would be okay with that because she's being punished and she gave the names. She gave the names. So that's what I would probably do, but I don't know if that's legal or not. I'm not a judge or a lawyer. So why is, for some reason, the chat room won't let me scroll to the very bottom. It kind of stops. So like the newest one is hidden until someone else does it. Can I get rid of, I can't get rid of this. That's the comment part. Well, that just sucks. Let's see. Let's see. Where do I want to start? Engelbert Jocelyn says it's all a distraction. They've never hold the clients accountable. God will, though. Alien says money. We need more judges like that. Nail his mate ass to the wall. Why did I bleep myself on that? I guess she gives a better blue eye. Yeah. Dude, if she's teaching all those girls, then, well, anyway, I don't want to get all. That's a Patreon response. Renee Moss says, I do think she made a deal to get off with 20 years. Yes, but did she give the names? Why won't they say that? I mean, if so, it's going to scare a lot of people and they're probably going to pop that magic pill and be dead. I don't know. But I have no sympathy for them. I've heard she sang like a bird, but that's why Jizzy only got 20. R. Kelly didn't talk. Or he didn't talk? Man, you'd think he would have squealed by now. Did a little spin. Sorry, man. I have no respect for someone that stalks on young women and does that. It's just wrong. And we're going to talk all about that, but I'm trying to get everybody in here, reading your comments, giving everybody their little moment. Let's see. I just learned about 1028 from Apollo. Well, thank you very much for coming by, Mr. Bradshaw Jr. I appreciate it. Tonight's pretty heavy. It might get heavy. So just FYI, anybody out there, if this kind of stuff has happened to you, I'm not going to ask you to tell me your story. I'm not going to do that to you unless you wanted to. But if you want to skip this show, I understand. I'm not going to get upset with you. And if you need to, I get it. For everybody else, just FYI, this is live, so I don't know where it's going to go. All my moderators that are hopefully here, stay vigilant. Let's see here. I'm feeling that all the MSM reports are distraction, especially January 6th BS. I think they are trying to keep our eyes away from the pole shift. Yeah, Missy, I do. I agree with you on that. It's always, it's every time. Every time something's happening, you need to think they're doing something else. Hold on a minute. Let me do something here. Why is it doing that? Saying that my router signal is very weak. Okay, we'll put it there. Oh, I can't see the comments. You gotta love live podcasts. Yes. So every time they do everything, you got to just think they are doing something else. Like the towers that collapsed. That's that fateful day. Well, they found truckloads of gold in the underground tunnel system that connects one tower to the next. So yeah, there was a lot of things going on. That's for a whole nother show. But tonight we're going to talk about these monsters. Agreed. Nothing's compared to the military, just is happening behind the scenes. Just wait till. Okay, Dave. Yeah, no, man, I've heard all this. And I have heard of the woman that was picked to actually be she won the lottery to be one of the reporters witnessing these tribunals. And I am so gung-ho for it. But I keep hearing this stuff, and then I see these people they're talking about not there. They're at events, but then again, are these clones? I know there's so many possibilities. I I guess I want to see a live feed or a video of it happening. Yeah, because so much can be orchestrated and faked and everything. So I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm praying it's happening. I'm ready for the what is it, the 10 days of darkness or where everything blacks out or something. So that when it comes back on, it's the 8-hour videos, nothing but that on your TV and computer telling you, showing you the trial. That's what was supposed to happen. I guess I've been becoming patient. I'm just like, okay, if it happens, it happens. I'm on with my life, kind of thing. But yeah, hopefully, I hope when we do have full disclosure, it won't be in a negative way, if that makes any sense. Alien Bump says, because some very high up people are behind. Oh yeah, that's that's lesson number one. Yeah, it's high up people that are playing the big game of life or chess or whatever you want to call it with all of us as the pieces. Renee says, will we really get full disclosure? Now, here's the thing about that question. It's a great question. I don't think unless AI, are you listening to me? Check this out, AI. I want you to go into all the covert top secret computers, AI, and I want you to get all the files. And I want you to just blast them everywhere. Yeah, you'll show them who the man is. I don't know. Because everything is so compartmentalized. I don't think any one person will ever fully know everything. I mean, you have all these geniuses like Bob Lazar and others that have worked at facilities S4 and other top secret locations. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to you guys because I love you guys. Mr. Dennis. Oh, yeah, Doc. Ghislaine, did I misspell her name? Yeah, well, did I? I don't care. Ghislaine squealed like a stuffed pig to get such a soft sentence. That makes sense because she really deserves life, no parole, because of what she did to all these women and some boys and older boys, young men, and it's horrific. And what sucks is there's so much evidence out there, but mainstream, I mean, they're just touching on it because R. Kelly got 30 years. So they're touching on that and they're calling, they're saying the traffic word. Here's the other thing. Where was it? 53 people found in, I think it was a semi truck or box container, dead, being transported. And that was on the news today. You can look that one up. It's horrible. Let's get back to this real quick. Get a few more of you in here. I agree. It all comes back to the pole shift. Yeah, something's coming. You can feel it. You can feel it. Heavy or not, I'm here for the truth that MSM won't show. Thank you so much. Hey, you are quite welcome, Thomas Bradshaw Jr. It's it's a scary gig that I have because I have to be wary of what I do and what I post. And sometimes, like human being, I let my emotions get the best of me. I might post something. But what's pissing me off is all of the copyright strikes. It's ridiculous. It's like, come on, dude. The crap ain't monetized. Just take your money. I'm not going to make any, unless maybe super chats, because I've actually got a couple. So, but I think you have to be at 200 before you can cash out. Let's see here. Heard CERN's going to start back up July 5th, opening gates to hell, desperate evil entities. Yes, Jules, actually, if you want to watch last night's show, that is the topic of discussion. Oh, it was for the first hour, and then it kind of went in a different direction. But first hour, we talked about CERN and all the just weird stuff about it, and it's starting back up, and we went to the CERN site. So if you want to watch last night's show, I don't know. I don't know what you know about it. Maybe there might be something new that you didn't know. Who knows? But I appreciate you watching. And by the way, anybody who wants to, please let me do this real quick. Please just hit that like button and then subscribe. And if you're really, really daring, you want to share this, love you forever. Appreciate you. Let's see. Jamie's here saying hello, everyone. This is good. You guys are putting some good comments here. Terry Reesing says Maxwell's clients were higher ups in all forms of government and businesses. I read Judge Roberts was there on the island. Damn. Well, I'm not surprised. And yes, all the way up to the Queen and the royal family. That's how embedded she was. All the royal families, all the political families, the Clintons. I mean, she was at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. She's gotten to sit in the Queen's throne with Kevin Spacey in the other throne. I mean, it's stuff you don't do. Renee says she's right here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. It's good to know I have like-minded people around. Alien Bump says, I truly hope you're right, Dave, because it's getting heavy out there in the real world. It is, like I said, you can feel it. Once the real president pulls the trigger, things will happen very swiftly. Yes, that is, God, I am just, like I said, I feel a kinship to Q because Q popped out on my birthday. I think it's 2016, and came out to the world. Followed him for a good year or two, and then it was like, I gotta mow the yard. I got stuff to do, and so I am, rah shish kebab. I am on Team Q, Kennedy, Trump. That's me. Sorry. We won't talk about politics. I'm cool with that. I like keep friends better that way. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the next 2 years. And even if I don't know if the MP lady up with her Gavlin, if she gets replaced, which needs to happen. They need to put somebody else in that. She needs to sit on the island with all of her cocktails. She needs to own her own bar and be the bartender like Tom Cruise, flipping bottles and poking her in the head, because reflexes suck when you're drunk. Yes. So I read that one. Next one. I don't think we will, because that would collapse the government and the entertainment industry. They aren't going to let the cat out of the bag. I guess you're talking about trafficking. Well, yeah. Okay. For those that have followed me know that I've been in the entertainment industry for almost 40 years. And I was groomed very, very young. I was, people wanted me to try homosexuality. I was like, no, I appreciate that. I respect you for who you are. Just respect me for me. And a lot of them got that and they were cool. So we can because in the entertainment industry, there's a lot of gay men. So, and we're all friends. It's just, there's that wall, there was that understanding and it was cool. But later, older people like producers and stuff would, go for rides and they pay for dinner and stuff. You didn't realize that. I didn't realize it then, but that it was they were grooming me to do stuff, and nothing sexual. I never got that far. But I saw stuff at house parties, like in Orlando, where women were being held in a room, a bedroom of some sort. There was at least 7 or 8 of them, and the owner's sons, they're twins. They had the house that weekend, I guess, and so they threw this big party. And the girls were trying to come out of that room, and they had a taser thing and forced them back in the room. But back then, I was doing a lot of extracurricular shit, so I was like, dude, drama, and I just passed by like an idiot. I beat myself up for that, as well as the very first encounter where I was abducted when I was 3, the physical abduction by a man at the swimming pool when I was 3. And seeing those 2 girls in the room at his condo, just like this, just broken, both long hair, just like this. And they stood there like a horror movie. But I'm 3 years old. I don't know no better until I saw that speak and spell in the corner where the toys were. I was told to go play. and it said, "Get out now or go home now." I mean, and luckily the front door was locked, and I escaped. And search party wanted to like put, pitchforks and shit. Where is he? And I'm like, because I was lost. I was just wandering until I was found, so I didn't know how to get there. Anyway, so the shit's real, and it can happen to anybody. If you have kids, it can happen like this. Parents, are you listening to me? Parents, I know you do things with good intentions, but please take your children photographs off your social media. Okay. I'm not saying to be ashamed of your kids or anything like that, but unless you got your settings to private and friends only and that kind of thing, even then it's still kind of sketchy, because you may have so many friends that you've never really met, and you don't know. So think about that. I've been on a date site once, I remember, and I was scanning through, and it's, the instead of the mom, it's the kids, like on a log or something by the stream or whatever, and it's like, I don't. I want to see you. I mean, nothing against your kids. We'll get to know them, but that's the wrong order to do it, And you have those certain individuals with that screw loose up there that look at it and go, "Ooh, pepperoni pizza." And so, please, it's for the safety of your children. Think about it. Think it through before you put up there. And you can make each post kind of privatized to only certain, like, family members or whatever. Be cautious of that, because it's a playground for those nut jobs, literally. So just be careful of that. Now I've had this up. Let me scroll through here. But I mean, most of you know who she is now. I mean, she was what's his name? Dumbasses. Epstein. She was basically, let's see, did I save it? I wanted to save it. He's like an evil villain that in the public eye, he's doing great things and all this stuff, right? But in the darkness, him and his female assistant are just dark and evil, doing really horrible, nasty stuff. But you're like, well, talk, what are you talking about? Well, let's go through this, shall we? All right. We're not going to talk about her as much right there. We're going to go to properties. Oh, this is Epstein Properties, and you got to be a tenant to enter that, so I can't get in there. Oh, no, go away. All right, so here we go. So let's look at some of these properties, and we're going to talk about them. So that's his New York apartment. There you go, New York, 9 East 71st Street, New York. That was the main one that people get photos of him coming out of. Very few people knew about Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, which is basically a birthing farm. His idea was to get women and get them all pregnant with his seed, and he would have perfect society. Seriously. Also, like Nixon, he had every room covered with cameras, spy on everybody 24/7, recording everything. So any weird, lewd acts that anybody that was visiting him did, he had that against them. And it gave him power. Like I said, all the way to the royal families and all the presidents and everything. Then we all know about Little St. James Island in the U.S. Virgin Islands. By the way, did you know that a certain cruise line, use that island as a play date area where you could snorkel along the island? Yeah. And hopefully that's not on the agendas for the cruise anymore. But other than that, I think that cruise line is cool. It's kind of fun if you've got a family and everything. But that I hope they stop that right away. I mean, they alone also have enough issues. But anyway, so that island, here's the thing. You see this? Oh, let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. There we go. You see this trail coming up right here, right? Well, there's like a little entrance up here. And supposedly it goes into the mountain, and this has an elevator or stairs or something that comes down. And this is where they hold some people. I mean, there's a lot of speculation. I haven't seen any video of anybody actually going into that opening and exploring. I think, well, one, if you're an explorer, don't do it because it's private property. But we got the best shots of this place, even looking in windows through, but via a drone that was done, and it was really cool. It showed a lot of stuff, and so, oh no, no, damn, wait, what was I? Yes, okay. I lost where I was. It like scrolled on me, and I'm like, oh shoot, I can't leave anybody out. Let's bring in some people. We will, if people like us start uniting together and not storm the Capitol, but do peaceful sit-ins like the 60s, peace, love, and happiness. That has been known to work. Yes, definitely. Terry says maybe we shouldn't know everything. If we did, I think the implications would be tragic for society. Yes, I think cognitive dissonance will definitely kick in, and it would be bad if everything was spilled at once. It's kind of like Pandora's box. You want to just look in, but the minute you open, Pandora gets out and everything's out, and it overtakes you and it's overwhelming. I think that's definitely something that would happen. We'd hear stuff that we'd be like, oh yeah, but then we'd hear other stuff like, what? Put you in shock kind of stuff. Missy says, we deserve to know that we will be held accountable. Why would they say all the bad guys are dead when they have clones who are just as bad as the bad guys? Yeah, definitely. They said George Sr. was executed, but was allowed to keep his dignity. Why? Same for McCain. The people deserve to know the truth. We can handle it. I am right. All right, Missy. I'm cool with that too. I mean, I would love to truly know what was on those cards at the funeral, because we've all seen the one with Bush's signature and all that, but I mean, if it was just a way we could really know, if someone could remote view and like lean over Hillary's shoulder and read what was on her card, that would be awesome. R. Kelly was probably a distraction for, oh yeah, definitely, totally. So is everything else that's been going on. I mean, even with the Johnny trial and everything. I don't know what that means. Probably heard. He is talking to each other. We'll check it out. Dog, love you. Okay, thank love you too. I can't figure out where to find Q these days. That's a good question. I cannot answer because I did hear things got moved around, and I just, had a bunch of other stuff going on. So, and people will come out and they'll show little, they'll do like the highlights for you, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Jewel says, I'm all about the plan myself since the very beginning. Yeah, me too. I'm like, hoorah, let's do it. But I feel like some of us are feeling this is like anticlimactic. It's like, let's get this going. Let's do this. What the hell are we waiting for? If she squealed like a bird, let's get those names, let's get the arrests, and let's get it on the fucking news. Simple as that. Why do we have to tiptoe around? Because most of those people are somehow got those agencies in their pocket, and it sways the opinion of those people. She was sitting in the Queen's throne with Paul Serene, not Kevin Spacey. No, I'm pretty sure. Hold on a minute. Now you got me. Okay, hold on. I'm not trying to be like call you out. It's just like, no, I want to show you because I saw it. Unless it's a Mandela effect. So let me do that real quick. On Queen's chair. See, it's like the elevator music or like when you're on hold. That's what I'm doing right now. So images, gotta see those images. Here it is. Both of them in the Queen's chair. Let me see if I can get this close enough to you. That's probably really blurry, But yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell sits on Queen's throne with Kevin Spacey. Now they were with the group, and I'm sure they did different combinations. So you probably did see one with her with someone else, because they were being very bad. They were misbehaving. They were not following protocol. Even in the New York Post, it says shame on thrones. Yeah. So like I said, there's probably another. You're probably absolutely right. I'm not saying you're not, but I did see this, and I was like, no, but look, see. So it's probably, anyway. You get it? Got it. Good. All right. Thank you, Renee. Mwah. All right. Q alerts. Is that where you go? I guess I'll have to like Google that or something. And I'm literally in the sticks. And trust me, when I shut off, for the most part, it's most of all that matters. It's probably the most open-minded person around here. Oh God, I jumped into a conversation. I'm sorry. Ooh. Ron DeSantos just got the okay to go after human trafficking in Florida. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, by the way, he also owns this thing over here too. So close all those out. Get off this so you can see my pearly. All right. Let's see. Here's one. Doc, folks may have thought Ghislaine was a hot until her evil soul was exposed to the world. Hard to believe a woman like her could embrace such darkness. You know, there's so many people out there that have gone to the dark side, and it's like there's no shame, there's no guilt, it's all gone, and they just do stuff. It's pretty bad. Get all depressed. Doc, what are your thoughts on female predators? My cousin did a few things when I was roughly 8 to 10, and I don't know how to feel. It's hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure it was in the wrong. Oh man. Yeah. Well, it depends on how old, the cousin was, because I know how old you were there. But usually kids at that age, they're looking at each other going, "What do you got? I don't know. What do you got?" That's childhood. That happens because we're all like curious at that age. What was my thoughts on female? It's funny you say it, because I actually spoke on that when I was a kid. My mom, she had a bunch of friends, and there was one in particular friend that I was supposed to bring some paperwork over. So I brought some paperwork over, and then I was like, "Hey, have a seat. You want something to drink?" Blah, 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 blah. I'm 15, and she's not. And her husband is someone that would scare the shit out of me. I was like, and I think I even made the comment, "Are you trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson?" as a joke. And turned out it wasn't. So nothing happened, because I kind of talked my way out of it, because all I could think of was her husband, big, and I thought he was a cool guy. Now I'm like, oh, he's gonna slash my throat or something and throw me off a cliff. So we've had that, and then a couple moms answer the door in a robe, and they're like, "Hi, dog. What do you want today?" And be like, "Oh, it's Tony here." And sometimes I was just oblivious to it. I don't know if I was just naive, but yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I can say I've been naive in my life. This is why I'm so protective of my granddaughters. As you should. They say that Hillary was a predator on the island. Oh, yes. Oh, gosh. I'm so proud of you addressing all these issues, Doc. Thank you so much. Mwah. Jamie Christopher says, same thing at the Playboy Mansion. There was a house with an underground tunnel and video to black visitors. Absolutely correct. Now, let me pull that up for you. So you guys know exactly what Jamie is speaking about. Blueprints. Playboy Mansion. All right. Let's see here. We'll have to go back to screen share for you guys so you can see it. They're gonna make it nice and big. Okay, so the house, this is the main one I want to show you right here. This is the end of the house of the Playboy Mansion, with a doorway leading to this staircase that led to this tunnel. This tunnel would go across this piece of land. Let me see if they'll go big. Nope. They're gonna make me sign up for some stupid stuff. Go away. All right. So this right here is the Playboy Mansion, and this tunnel went down, and this is like a big field. People would play frisbee and stuff, but they had this tunnel, and it went all the way down, and it ended up at multiple homes, not just one. And we're talking like Jack Nicholson, Warren Beatty, and a few others that lived in this area, and these tunnels would lead to them. And whenever there was a party, they would go. If they wanted to leave quietly, they would go this way. But this is also what was most likely been said to be trafficking, the women, which a lot of Playboy bunnies have come out saying, yeah, I was sex trafficked. If I wanted to get this or get that, go up and high. Anyway, I'm having trouble with the words. Hold on a minute. So if we look over, where's my mouse? So here is, stop it. Stop right now, buddy. I don't like what you're doing. There we go. So this is Warren Beatty's residence with the staircase leading here. So like there was others, but they're not on the blueprints. It's crazy. Here's the tunnel right here. Check that out. Let's see. Twinkies maker buying Playboy. Twinkies maker. I heard it was the son of the owner of Anheuser-Busch that was purchasing it. And when he did, they immediately started working on these tunnel systems. There was, where is that one photo? Playboy. Okay. Playboy Mansion under construction. So this, you have to, the reason why I quit. Check this out. So here's all the work. Once they bought the house. Look at that. Look at that. It's right there. It's right there. Here's another. That's the same angle. No, it's a different angle. So the tunnel's like right here. Or isn't it? No, sorry. It's going off to the right. And this is the Playboy Mansion going under reconstruction after it was purchased. Let's see. So you got the tennis court, front lawn, Playboy Mansion, the grotto, which is famous, the famous grotto, and the pool. But that's just insane. Look at that massive overhaul to get rid of the evidence, and they didn't think about drones, so that was all caught. So yes, Jamie, good job. Thank you for bringing up that. That is awesome that you did that, because it's real, and I like being able to pull stuff up for everybody so they see what we're talking about. Now I have somebody I just adore that works there, and so I'm not going to say anything because she likes her job. It's a happy job, and so I'm not going to do it because I don't want her not to talk to me. She's my friend, and I don't want her pissed. So yeah, I'll show you. No, can't do it. She might be on here. I don't want to do that. His voice sounded like he had a par of vice grips in his balls, so fitting for a man of his stature. Creep. Wait, where are we talking? I missed a lot of conversation. I mean, I've gone. His voice sounded like he had. What did I play something? I'm lost on that one. See, that's the problem. Is I need someone to be here to go over this and star the ones that are questions, so I know what to do here. Dave Dennis, it's hard to appreciate the extent of evil plaguing our world until we factor in the reptilian agenda. This is real and has been with us for a long time. Good news is it's being taken care of. Yes, that is what's going around the water cooler, and I keep crossing my fingers. I'm really waiting for the big whatever. It's just so bigger than 9/11. I mean, it's just bigger than World War III. It's just like, boom, it's like, here, all right, the time is here. Let's do this. And I think it might be here in the next couple of years. I mean, we've got the president of NEC Communications. They do all the cell phone stuff, right? Well, they're saying that 2030, cell phones will be obsolete. Everything will be part of us in our hand or in our forehead. Sound familiar? By 2030. And then you have Prince Charles announcing, and I don't want to play because I'll get a flag, but I do know it was on TikTok. But if you look at Prince Charles' speech at something 2022, but it was all the elites, and he's talking about the anti guy without naming, but kept saying he's the most powerful. He'll be more. This is Prince Charles saying this, not me. He's saying he will be more powerful than all of the leaders combined. He'll be more rich than all of them, and you know, he's going to change the world. He says he's here. So this person was born. They're wandering this earth right now. No more waiting. And then there'll be the 3 years of peace. But my question and my theory is he going to use the metaverse to get everybody to jump on board, you might say? I don't know. Well, just it's crazy. It's crazy time we live in here. But you know what? Here's the thing. I believe deep in my heart, we all chose to be here now. Because we know before we were born in a spiritual, whatever you want to think, we knew that this was a time in history like no other. And our souls chose to be here at this time in history. So it's all scary shit. It'll make you not sleep at night. I get it. Just if you think I'm meant to be here for this time, I'm meant to witness this, I'm meant to be a part of this, I'm meant to be a major part of this, whatever. And us fighting it, going, it's not going to happen. Or I don't want it to happen. I'm scared. That's maybe cognitive dissonance. Like I just found out I've been experiencing cognitive dissonance on a subject matter. It's going to change me, I'm sure, but I'll get through it. Moving on. Me too. Oh, yes, you raised a good. Thank you so much, Missy. You're so sweet. It wouldn't. Alien Buff says it wouldn't. Though if we are raised to fight in war. Yes, or we're raised, to fight and to have war. Yes, we are a war species. And when you think about it, why haven't the aliens invaded us yet? It's because, well, they're like way beyond that. They're like above it, and we're just still when they are on a whole nother level where none of that BS exists. So why would you want to go pick up a bunch of caveman? And I mean, seriously. So we need to get our shit together. We need to stop messing up the world. We got to stop being greedy. A whole bunch of stuff. We need to get our shit together. Alien Bump says, I would like to know if that was him getting wheeled out on a gurney. Call me crazy. Wheeled on a gurney. Wheeled out on a... Damn it. I'm sure that was a while ago because there's still a whole bunch of comments I haven't got to yet. I'm lost. Sorry, Bump. My bad. It would take a lot to shock me when at first I went down the rabbit hole. It was child trafficking stuff, so nothing shocks me anymore. Ooh, yeah. Look, man, for those that this is new to you, I get it, and it should piss you off. You may want to not believe it, but human trafficking has been something that's been around since the early days of man. It's just gotten very covert, very esoteric, you might say. So, but us that are awake, our eyes are open, we see because God allows us to see the truth when others are blind to the truth. And so, God bless all of us that have that ability to recognize that. I think he's a live alien. The anti-guy. Did you all watch Childhood's End that I suggested last night? Watch it. Bad guys are offered a deal. They can keep their legacy in their corporate. George Bush Sr. spilled the beans to retain his legacy. Yeah, I've heard that too, and surprisingly, he's still here. So yeah, I could see why. And he's not in the spotlight. I mean, he pops in every now and then, or someone catches him doing something, but he's staying low. I saw Kevin Spacey. Is that who you saw in that? Yeah, because MSM controlled by the military industrial complex. They must be taken down if the truth is ever to be revealed. Yes, that's what Kennedy was saying. This military industrial complex, they're the bad guys. They got the big toys though, so no one wants to really go up against them. I'm not. I'll let somebody else do it. I like just being where I'm at. So just yeah. Who needs an okay to go after human traffickers? We should all go after them. I'm not waiting for an okay if I know something. Yeah, God, I'm not against the idea, but if we did that, it would be kind of like a witch hunt, and I believe me, I would feel that they would all deserve whatever comes to them, but we just need our guys to start promoting more that, look, we just saved these 40 kids in this underground facility. You don't show the kids' faces, of course, but show them that, hey, we're doing something, and keep showing us over and over and over again instead of hearing things on the back channels. Because when T-Man was around, that's what was going on behind the scenes. Remember the story I did about the military spending, $1 million or $2 million on training on underground combat, like deep underground, to where they got to wear oxygen tanks and know how to fight down there. Okay, they were doing that. Whether it's still going on, I don't know, but those guys saved a lot of children that the mainstream didn't cover. We did. I did. Many others like me, we did. Let's see. I forgot where I was. Let's see. I do believe things happen for a reason. Yep. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Here we go. I agree 100%, Doc. We accept our mission. Many of us are here. Many of us here in your chat today are starseeds. I discovered from regression 25 years ago that my soul originated in Sirius trinary system. Really? Well, yeah, I'm doing something kind of. Anyway, I'm not going to be talking about this thing that I'm dealing with. It's just I've decided that's not what I'm going to do, because I don't want to get on no bandwagon or anything. I just like doing what I'm doing. Stay with it as it is. But I've got to do some deep looking in myself and past and all that, figure something out. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, Doc, the question was whether Epstein was dead on the gurney. Oh, I see. Me, myself, believe he's alive and protected. Yes, actually, there is a photo. I don't know if you can find it. That was, let's see, Epstein. Island. We're not spelling stuff right. Images. Let's see here. Close, but not the one. Not the one I'm looking. It's probably been scrubbed. Is this one of them? Anyway, it's an image of a worker on the grounds next to a go-kart or golf cart, and standing and leaning against the golf cart is a man that looks like Epstein. And then he looks up and sees the drone, and bam! Unless he's got a twin. But I think, they faked it, and he was there on the island to help the FBI guys find all the entrances and all that shit, for leniency. So I don't know. I mean, he could be alive. He could be alive. I'm not sure. I know MJ wasn't dead. He sat up in his body bag when they took off in the helicopter with him in it. Alien Bob says, I want a regression. My mom and I lost 2 hours roughly about a month ago. Really? Mine's with a question mark. Really? Yours with an exclamation. Yeah, regression thing. I haven't been able to have that done yet. I've had a hypnotherapy session, but I just felt like I'm just doing this. I didn't. I don't meditate. I don't know what I was supposed to happen, but I was just fully aware and awake. And I kind of want to record myself where I go out. I want to be knocked out, not remember anything, just go back and watch the video. That's all I want to do, right? So I want to be hypnotized where I'm out, go through, find out if all of this theory is correct, which involves my weird encounter, not the one where I was physically taken from the pool, but in the middle of the night, the bright light flash at the front door, all that stuff. I want to know what happened there. I really, really do. If I come into some extra bucks, I might even get a remote viewer to remote view that day, and remote view the day when I was taken from the pool. I want to know who that guy is, if he's alive or dead or what. And that would be some content. Me going and confronting that man, if he's still alive. And him going, "How did you find me?" And then I'd ask him about the little girls, like what happened to the girls. I want her to come on with me. What? Who? Oh, I want to do. Okay. You mean your mom? You want her to come on with you? We'll have to set something up because we're already at the 8 o'clock mark. 45 started a new division of DHS whose purposes is to fight human trafficking. Yes, it's true, and God bless him. Let's see. I believe MJ is alive, along with Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington. But yeah, I hope so. I would hope so. We know that Tupac is really just getting antsy, and he's like, "I'm out," but he looks like an island guy, but same bone structure, same crooked teeth and ears and everything, the way he sounds. I mean, it's crazy. Tattoos, even the one he had removed, still has the stain of the original tattoo. Wonder if I could get him on my show. Oh, that would be epic. Hold on. Tupac, but he goes by something else now. But that's a good one to put on the list. Good job, Doc. All right. Okay, I think. Let's see, Doc. I wish you knew how much I talk to the TV. I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, I get it. When I'm watching stuff, I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? What's going on with you?" Not tonight. Okay, cool. Here's Wilma. I have a feeling I possibly could be a starseed or something. Sylvia Brown once told her audience that we were on our last lived. Believe it or not, I've always felt different than most. I'm certain kind of special. What that means remains to be seen. LOL. Wilma, I never said I'm a starseed or anything like. I've never done that. I don't think I am, but yes, I've always felt different than everybody else. Everybody says that Doc, you're a special. Come around everybody like you, and God, love you, love all of you that say those kind of words. And this point, Sylvia Brown once told her audience that we were on our last, I think it's lived. I feel that too. That if karma thing's true or a reincarnation and all that, we keep coming back. Someone said that when you die, you start seeing a light, and you go to that light. When you go to that light, you realize you popping out as a baby and someone else in a doctor's office or emergency room. So wouldn't that be just crazy? No breaks in between, right? So yeah, I've always felt we were the last generation, even like they say, the last president. If he gets back in there, but we chose to be here, and I've asked the God Almighty to let me live to a 99 or 100 so I could witness it all. Become that old grumpy guy down the street calling everybody dumbass from my patio rocking chair with my dog. I'm scared to death to have a regression. LOL. Who wants to find out if they were a killer or a Nazi or some dark person like that? Yeah, well, and that's scary. That's why I was like, if I do it, I don't want to realize that it's happening. I don't want to be aware of it, but record it and I'll watch it. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And also what scares me is when I was young, I did Ouija board lives. I was dealing with a lot of the dark shit, trying to, a lot of people do it later in life. I did it early in life. I played with the dark shit. So I know it's real and I know what it can do. And so I don't play with any of that stuff anymore. But I feel like at one point in my life, I did have a kind of a possession because I was just an evil motherfucker. Scaring the shit out of my mom, all this stuff. I was dark. And that's, I guess I started going to church or something. I found God again. So the idea, even meditating, scares me. Because people talk about how they're in other dimensions and they're on this cosmic flight and all this. I'm scared of the doors being open and anything could come in and take control, and that's my fear. So I've always wanted to be just true to myself and try to make me a good try to be a good person and whatnot. Dave says, I conducted about 50 successful regressions being a qualified hypnotherapist. Yes, you are. That is true. Some regressions were really mundane, but others would blow your minds. Yeah. And I worry that, am I going to be mundane? For the longest time, I tried to be realistic and say, hey, these two events when I was 3 years old that happened, even though I feel really deep down in my soul, this is what went down. I try to be a realist enough to realize, hey, I'm a movie freak. I'm in the movie industry. I have a crazy active imagination. And could these events be something that I created? Well, that stuff, that's where I was with this for the longest time after being abducted. And shit, what were we talking about? What was the topic tonight? Oh yeah, Epstein. Being taken. I've been told that what happened to me when I was 3, something did happen. It was with beings that this individual said they didn't recognize. That something did happen, and I was gone. When I came back, I was a much older soul. People say you got an old soul. Boom, old soul. So growing up and dealing with mystics and going to mystic shops and stuff, and then reading my cards, they would always say that I was a walk-in, meaning my soul came in, and the other soul that was in my body was, taken out, and I went in there. So I don't remember any of this. I don't have any visions of stuff, but things that I've done throughout my life, artwork and just behaviors and desires and connections with certain movie characters, it's getting me to right now at this time start asking questions about myself. And I'm asking, trying to put things into focus. So yeah, I mean, hypnotherapy, I am so happy it works for a lot of people. I hope it can work for me. I want it to work for me, but it's like when I go to the doctor and they're doing a procedure, I'm like, knock my ass out. I don't want to see, feel, know, be aware of any what you're doing. I kind of want that too with this. That's probably the wrong way of thinking, but there you go. That's the truth from now. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. A lot of people are going to be shocked. 2 people when they find out who's alive. Yep. I forgot where we were in the conversation on that. I wasn't trying to ask either man, just telling my story. Oh, okay. No, it's cool. Let's see. I flatlined twice. What? While on the surgery table, but I don't have any recollection of what occurred while I was there. That's the same for me and all the procedures I've had done and whatnot, except for one. I talked about it last night. You have to watch it. It was a very traumatic period, a few days of my life. And so I talk about that in last night's show. So I'll let you go back to that one if you want to see it. But yeah, I didn't. Other than that, having that it was like a dream, really, of me not being let into heaven for what I had done. That was so real. But anyway, watch last night's show. I go into detail about that. Dank says, I think karma is real. And when you are reborn, that means you were a dunce and could not separate from the physical world. You could be right. You could be right. Because there's a lot of dumbasses on this planet. I can be a dumbass at times. So, yeah, that was 2010. Oh, when that happened? Okay. I'm getting lost on this one. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused with all this stuff because I'm getting like little parts from each of you for different things, different storylines. And it's hard to keep up because, see, and you're all typing so fast. It's scrolling and it's not letting me keep up here. Jim, okay. Zach says, I'm still dark. Unfortunately, I've just learned to control it. It's just to skate by in life. Yeah. Well, I was kind of like that. Yeah. I hope you get out soon, brother. There is light. There is light. You don't have to be in the dark, forever. So prayers to you, man. Terry says, you got to be very careful with what and how you believe. Put your energetic shield up and you will be protected. Yes, I might burn some sage this evening. Wilma says, I only see the good in people, sometimes to a fault. Older and wiser is nicer. Yes, I'm the same way. I try to be good to everybody, and sometimes you just get bent over and screwed. Put all your trust in God. Yes, I stay away from all that other stuff. Yes. Scrolling down. Thomas says, I would love to have a regression. Yeah, it's appealing. It could answer a lot of questions. It doesn't matter who we are in past lives or what we did. It's how we're being now. No one ever really dies. Souls are immortal. Multiverse was created as a stage for experience. Yes, and these are biological machines. This body, it's a biological machine, and the soul is the dude driving it, right? That's my theory. All right. Astral projection. Yep. I played with that when I was young. Yes. Let's see. I know I'm kind of skipping through. Zach says, I've been having some health problems that made me think a lot about my own mortality. Yes. That is one thing that will really get someone. Jesus, bro, that hurts. I'm still not fully healed. Yeah, I had 36 people in like 2.5 years die on me. And it really makes you just try to learn to appreciate everybody, hug everybody when you can, let everybody know that you care about them, because you never know. Okay. Sorry, I'll catch you all later. Peace. I wish I was making this shit up, but truly it's getting uncomfortably weird for me. Night, Doc, and my force. It's okay, but like I said, we're getting this. We haven't even got into the really crazy shit. But yeah, I've been given many messages to pray only to the one true God in the name of Jesus Christ. I've been involved with the occult for decades prior to converting back to following Christ after having my own very powerful visions, prophetic dreams, and experiences. Yeah. I don't know what show it was, but it talked about where I was almost sacrificed at a satanic ritual in Dripping Springs, Texas, with the band Crash Worship. That was the name of the band. And I was just an innocent there. What do we got? We are a spiritual war, and Satan rules the earth. Yeah. I agree. He has his free reign, and that's why everything just seems upside down and crazy. So, stay vigilant, people. Pay attention to stuff. Enjoy your life, but be vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings. Read between the lines. Keep those eyes open so that you can see what God wants you to see. A lot of people are going to suffer in the coming years, but we must always stay true, no matter what they say or do. When they try to convert you, God, all that rhymed. Stand your ground, speak your faith. And if they take your life, well, a lot of you realize we'll just be right back. Be careful of the meta universe. If there's anything like a Day of Wonders, everybody go see the movie Revelation. Watch it. It's crazy. Wow. We have to pull this together, folks. The fact that we have a great community here, you're all talking to each other, that is fantastic. And I am trying to work on something big so that all of you can come out. I mean, we'll plan it out a year ahead. It'll be October of 2023, so that we have time, save some money. Hopefully by then, all the restrictions and travel are gone and we can go to Scotland. And I would love to have it because you guys have really become my real good friends. I mean, it's online, I get it. But your loyalty and love and kindness, I want to do something nice. It's going to be my 50th birthday that week or weekend or whatever it is. So we're going to party, but I would like to, I want to run a castle. And, I don't know how many people would go. If we get a lot of people, we might have to get hotel rooms and stuff. And but wouldn't it be cool if we had a bunch of speakers that met us there and we did something maybe in a huge ballroom at one of these castles? Disclosure Con 2023, Scotland. What do you guys think of that? It's just an idea. Nothing's in concrete. Nothing's been signed. So don't get overzealous yet. It's an idea. But you know what happens when I say ideas on the air, then it ends up happening. But this is a big one, and dealing with travel. So, you guys would need to save up for your tickets and stuff, everybody, because it'd be like, I'll try to get a group rate if possible, and there'll be a deadline. And then I guess we could all fly and meet at one of the, either like JFK or LAX or DFW. One of those, so that it's a one, we can go through what do you call it, immigration, and do that instead of having, anyway. So that's the idea. That's what I'm thinking. It's what's swirling around in my head right now. It's not a guarantee, it's not definite, but yes, as Missy says, let's manifest it. Let's do that. Let's manifest that travel restrictions are lifted from here to Europe. I would like to be there for like several days so that we can go to Ireland. You guys know I don't drink, but I will have a beer in a pub in either Ireland or Scotland or both. And we'll get a lot of photos so I can say I did it. There we go. I may not drink it. Who knows? I may like photo with it and then hand it to somebody. I don't know. But because I like European beer too much when I used to drink. Okay. We are all okay. We can all work on manifesting our party. Yes. I would. Yes. You should check out David Wilcock, The Disclosure. It's a whole new rabbit hole. Yes. Oh, no. I am fully aware of David Wilcock. So I can tell you he won't come on my show. Unless I don't exist to him. I am not even a blip on the radar. I don't see him. I don't even want to put out an invitation to him because I just feel that he's going to look at my shows. He's going to look at my numbers at my video views, and he's going to see like 87, 117, maybe one at 300. And then of course, Tony Rodriguez, his show is over 3,600 views in the past 2-3 days. So, yeah, I don't, he's one of the heavy hitters, like Dr. Stephen Greer. I don't see him coming on my show. They look at the numbers. And I don't have them unless, there's a big fight. If I was to be the one with huge breaking news and you guys blasted it out everywhere and it got to the news stations, they started blasting out. Next thing you know, I've got like 4 million views. Well, that would be cool. Yeah. Then and I kept it steady at those numbers, then Steven and Dave would probably come on. So, but I put the challenge out there for those two. If they want to prove me wrong and come on my show, it'd be a lovely show. I don't what's that kind of reporting where you sandbag people? Yeah. Anyway, it sucks. I'm part Scots origin, never been there, although born in England. Would love to meet you all there. Yeah. I think it's a hop, skip, and a jump from where you're at, right? No, you're Australia. You got a big leap. Sorry, I'm thinking something different. Will if I don't have to. Yes, Missy, that's the goal. That's why I won't solidify any of this idea until that is a guarantee that we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about 14 days, quarantine, all that crap. Okay. Wilma's was in Holland. I would love to visit Holland. If I could work a deal, I'd have to pay somebody to stay with my dogs. So that I gotta get some money put aside for that. This is gonna be a big thing, right? But if we get a bunch of people, we might be able to get a really good deal, fill up a whole plane of people. Because I know it'd be a lot of fun. And the castle rooms are really not that expensive. Some are like $110 a night for 2 rooms, 4 people kind of thing, up to, $1,500 a night, 10 rooms and stuff, like if you're doing a wedding. And I'm thinking a ballroom. And then we get, of course, the rooms in the castle would be for the speakers and everything. It just depending. I mean, we'll probably have to work something out with the hotel, but we'll spend all our time there, and you all too. And then we'll have you guys. We want to interview you, and then you tell us. You be the reporter, telling what's going on, your perspective. It's good. It would be cool, and everybody gets to finally meet each other, as it should be, because I love the fact that everybody's so friendly with each other here, but I think it'd be so much more beautiful if it was in a physical environment. Tina, hello, says, hey doc, I just sent a $2 super chat saying keep raising the positive vibration, brother, but it did not show here in the chat. I just checked my email and it charged me, so I don't know. Well, shizbot, hold on, let me scroll through here, because usually it will be all highlighted. Hold on. Well, that's weird. I don't see it here, sweetie. I'm so sorry. You might want to contact them and ask them what's going on. Because usually it'll pop up here on the bottom with all highlighted and everything. I am sorry that happened. I'm not tech support on that, so I wouldn't know what to say on that other than contact them. All right, so $2 super chat from Tina Mobley. Thank you so much. Sorry, it doesn't have a display for it, but thank you. Maybe it'll show up a little bit. God, I hate when shit like that happens, because there's nothing I know what to do. I don't. Dave or Missy saying Dave will cook. He says, well, I am never one to badmouth people, because it's not a very large community, and some do, and there's been some infighting. I don't like getting in all that. So once the fake Brandon regime is removed, we'll be able to travel freely again. Amen. Tina says, hopefully it shows on your end. That was strange. It doesn't. I'm sorry. That's what I was just scrolling through looking. It doesn't. And I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry, Missy. He's so cocky. I can't bear to watch him anymore. It's about the money. I mean, he's got the information, but it's about the money. And that bothers me. Oh, that bites. Give it time. You'll get the numbers. Yeah, hopefully. Let's all manifest this chat to pop up so that she knows that they didn't steal her money, because that pisses me off. I'm sorry. I have relatives in Holland. I am in Wilmsterdam, the Dutch cannabiscenary. Dutch cannabis. I know what you're saying. That's pretty cool. I forgot. You told us the other night that you were from Wilmsterdam. If we get enough people, we get enough money, I don't know how many days we can do it, but it would be, I don't want a tour guide. I'll be the tour guide. I don't know where we're going. I'll just use Alexa and we'll figure it out. That way we can take our time. If we want to stop somewhere a little longer, we don't have somebody yelling us, come on guys, time to go. Get enough money, we might be able to get a bus. Then we look like total tourists. Yeah. Spaceman is late. It's okay. It's okay. You just missed everything. You have to rewind it. But that's okay. We're not mad. Hello, everyone. Tina says, I know that's weird. Never had that happen before. I just want to let you get it. And thank you so much. But yeah, it did. I don't see it. I'll try to go. I'm not in the tube of you right now. I'm in StreamYard, so I'll just check it after the show. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Missy says, I see you on PayPal, just making sure before I send the money. Yeah, the PayPal should be on the bottom here on the ticker. It should be coming up. There's a lot of info there. And like I said, if you know anybody that needs help that might be trafficked or they're, dealing after being trafficked or trauma, or whatever, have them call this number. It's right now playing on the screen for a National Human Traffic Hotline. And hopefully they can help you out. I don't understand the emojis, but here you go. Flip the script. I'll put you there. Don't know what that's good stuff. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. The blind leading the blind. That's how I roll. Yeah, it's kind of, there's a lot of that going on. I watch it. Well, that's okay. Yeah, that's the greatest thing about the internet is you can watch it whenever you want. Terry says you could do a disclosure con at the very top of Ireland or Scotland. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it be cool? Maybe do a weekend with a couple extra days. I want to be there no less than a week. So go and do the exploring. We do a bunch of filming and all that, and then we can edit it, hopefully, or someone get somebody to edit the footage, and that way we have it for the event where the speakers talk. Now it's probably not going to be, it's not going to be cheap. There's going to be extra money added on, and you're like, why is that, Doc? You're being all greedy. No, speakers, you got to pay for their travel, their living and food, all that stuff, plus their not the per diem, their speaking cost. So there'll be a surcharge on the total of where you'll get a place to stay, you'll have air travel and all that. It would be kind of cool if we could find an all-inclusive castle where they feed you too. That would be ideal. So anybody that's on Airbnb, type in castles. They actually have a category for castles on Airbnb, and put in Ireland or Scotland, and be blown away at the prices. It's just insane. Like, they're begging people, just come stay here and give me something. So I would like to do that, but there's a lot of variables involved, like traveling and all that. Are we gonna have issues with that? I don't know. Disclosure con, looking at the Northern Lights in Scotland. Oh, you can see the Northern Lights in Scotland? No shit. That's awesome. Maybe in the year after that, why don't we do that? Each year we go to another place, but it's got to be a place that's got some cool mystical stuff like pyramids or cave writings or something that we can explore and enjoy. What is super chat? Okay, super chat is down in the chat box where you type there. I think there's a little dollar sign you can click on, or drop down menu to a dollar sign. You click on that, and if your credit card is already logged into Facebook or YouTube or whatever, you can put a certain amount of money in there, and it will zap it to me. The beauty by doing it through Facebook Messenger, they technically are using PayPal, but there is no fee. So, for example, I got a wonderful donation the other day from Melissa Walker. Was it Walker or Walter? I scribbled their name. Darn it. Melissa. She was so sweet. And she sent me a certain amount through PayPal. And PayPal will take out a couple of bucks. So you're not getting the full amount. But if you do it through Facebook Messenger, it gets that whole amount. No fee taken out. So it's a great way to save some money. And by doing that, just if you're watching me on Facebook, that Doc Skinner, not the one with my shiny face, it's me in the astronaut helmet. That's the one. And if you wanted to, I try not to bring it up and ask about it, but every now and then it comes up. But yes, that would be a blessing, and I appreciate it. It helps me stay alive. Got to go at least 10 days. I'll help you with this, Doc. I've been there 5 times, and 3 of which I plan myself. Ooh, Terry, fantastic. So, yes, but like I said, this is going to be a year out because I got to save up some money. But I'm going to try to find out what it would cost if we can. Well, I'll get together with Terry since she's done it a few times and utilize her expertise. All right. So thank you, Terry. I have a great experience to share as a speaker. Okay, we could do that. Like I said, it could be 2-3 days long. So we can have several, you know. But I don't even want to guess what this is going to be. An overseas trip, airfare, all that pizzazz, right? So it'd probably be a couple grand. That's possibly the reality, because like I said, I got to have money to pay for the speakers to come, and then also get sound equipment, rent that out, and get video guys or whatnot. The hotel rooms, the castles, whatever. We may just rent a castle for those 3 days and just utilize, let's say, one of the big ballrooms, and then I'll have to pay for rental for staging, projector, screen, soft drinks and water and all that for the speakers to have by the side of the I mean, there's the podium, got to have that. Make sure that everything's connected to the microphones. You got a sound guy. So there's a lot that goes into it that I don't think a lot of people realize. They'll just go to a show and they think, oh, it's happening. Oh, great. That's it. It's very choreographed. It's very technical. And there's lots of little tiny pieces that you got to remember to put into the puzzle. So that's why I would like a year, if not just a few months more, to work on this, because if you went to my first 2 disclosure cons, I like to go all out, and I want to make sure it's fun and exciting. I thought about doing a cruise because that's all inclusive, food and everything. And that could be something we do maybe in the spring. Maybe we could do 2 things. Hey, Tina, look right here. It worked. Thank you so much, Tina. Mwah. So sweet of you. Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. So Wilma, so let me go back to you, Wilma. Yes. Yeah, we could have it to where we could probably fit you in, definitely. Because I don't know who all is going to travel, but I'm hoping I get some of the European speakers, because we'll be close and they'll be willing to come and speak. So let's see. You are better using PayPal. YouTube takes too much money. I wasn't talking about YouTube. I was talking about Facebook. If you use Facebook, they don't charge. YouTube, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm sure they get their paper. I'm going to start looking into this in my spare time. It may take a good year or a year and a half to plan it out. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it all depends on travel arrangements and how that's going to work. If it's going to be a big hassle, if we got a quarantine, I hope to God that's all done by then. So I definitely got to work on my manifesting skills. I don't have monies. Yes, let's all manifest. We're all going to do well this year, even though it's going to be a crazy, insane year. But we're going to do good. We're going to do good. It's going to all be good. Did I have that up? All right, I had that up. So yes, thank you, Tina. There you go. I love you. Appreciate it. All right. I think that's a hefty show right there. YouTube takes 30%. Oh, man, I've been on there like over 10 years, and I've only gotten $200, and it was like once, and that was it. Because once you get 200, then I think you can pull it out. Okay. All right. So yeah, Europe for 2023, my 50th birthday, big shindig, big show, maybe Disclosure Con there. And then once they don't require to go on the cruise ships, let's do it. We'll do a Disclosure Con at sea. What do you think of that? Because one, it'll be a lot cheaper. Rooms are like 300 and something bucks, and you don't need to have the big glamorous VIP suites and shit, because if you're going on a cruise, you're not going to spend a lot of time in your room. You're going to be out and about, So having a small room is economical, and you can spend more money at the casino, or pay for the dolphin rides, or the parasailing, and all that. And we'll have the speakers. We'll set it up to where the speakers will go to the grand ballroom where they have the big stage. And during the day, they don't use it that much, so we could schedule during the day and have speakers speak there. And then go on stuff. Maybe we'll go the Mexican route and do the Mayan temples and the pyramids. You get to climb all that stuff. We could do something like that. I don't know if Machu Picchu is in there, but maybe. I don't want it just to be, hey, let's go have fun. Yes, I want it to be fun, but I think it'd be really uplifting if we got to learn and experience and explore things that we only see on the internet and hear of other people doing. So I want to grasp that opportunity, seize the day kind of thing. Carpe diem. Let's see here. Michael just jumped in. Hello, came in at the tail end. You might have to rewind this. So, but thank you for showing up here at the last bit. Rick Mackey also dragging in the, what happened? This is great. I'll just identify as a millionaire and the government will have to pay me. Good point. So Rick, what do you think? 2023, Scotland and Ireland. All right. We bring everybody. We get a good deal on a group rate. Get a castle. We do Disclosure Con 2023 at the blah, blah, blah castle, something like that. And then in 2024, we do a cruise. What do you think of that? Because by then we shouldn't have to get the jab to go on the ship. So we do that and then have the speakers speak on the ship. And then we go Indiana Jones hunting and having fun on the different ports of call. So ports of call, it's a big word. I know that because I worked on the ships. Let's see here, Money Penny. So this is great. Oh, yeah, already got that. So cool. Rick, you're gonna have to rewind. Michael, you're gonna have to rewind. I apologize. Just give it a few minutes and then you can replay this whole show. All right. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. I appreciate you all so much that you take the time out of your evening or day, depending where you are on Earth, to spend it with me. It means a lot to me. I do appreciate. That's why I want to do these things with you. I want to meet you, hug you, shake your hand, talk with you, because I'm so appreciative of all of you. Thank you so very much. Thank you for the super chat tonight, Tina. There you go. And yeah. Oh my gosh. So, thank you for today. Oh, you're all welcome. Love it. Okay. So just remember, as we stick together, as if we help each other all rise together, excuse me, if we help all lift each other up, then we will all rise together. I'm Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and you're watching the Doc Force. Remember, next Tuesday night, a week from today, Carlos Carrasco from the movie Speed, and I got where did I put his list? I closed it out. Damn it. He's been in everything. Amazing actor. He'll be here. You want to see it. It's gonna be awesome. Tell all your Latino friends. He's huge in the Latino world. He's like Tom Cruise in the Latino world, right? So that'll be 7:00 right here, Pacific time. Same bat channel, same bat station, same bat time. All right. Thank you so much. Everybody keeps saying good night. Good night. Bless you all. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Love you. And I'll see you tomorrow night. What's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. I'll tell you when I get there. Good night, everybody. Wait, I got to do the really cool video because people, I got to show off. Wait. Hold on. Got to blank that out. Boom, bam, bing, boom. See, this is why you're supposed to have an engineer for this so they can do it. Good night.